Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be part 9 of the Qbert restore. I want to polish up these coin return buttons and the faces of these. I'm not worried about the sides too much because those slide in there. I believe they go like that. So I'm going to take my little air buffer here and some compound and let's see if these will shine up, because they are pretty dull right now. I'll show you. And there's little inserts inside, which I think I have new ones, but look at, you can barely even see into that. So let's start with this one that's worse and see if we can't shine it up some. Put a little bit on there. It's a lot shinier. I think that paper inside is just shot, which is fine. I should have ones that'll fit. I know I have some. I might just have to cut them down or something to fit in there if they don't fit. But let me just put a little bit more on there. It's making my fingers black. The pad has some black on it. Wipe the edges off afterwards, but look at the difference between how shiny this one is versus that one. And this one, I'm not going to add any compound. I'm just going to rub it on the wheel. Should be able to just wipe these off with a paper towel. Got one right here. Try and get the compound off the edges, but look at the difference. Let's pop this apart. Let's see. Yeah, those are all faded out. They the black is kind of brown looking. So I know I have new ones. They might be long, but we'll cut them down. This one I think is really worn out. Yeah, look, you could barely even make it out anymore. That's just from years of the light bulb shining on the back of it. It's basically just translite, the same thing that some marquees are made out of. If you have a marquee that's not printed right to the plexiglass or the glass, then you'd have a thin material. And this is the same stuff. So I just got to finish cleaning up these edges a little bit. Now, let me grab this. These grates that go on top of the cabinet. I did try wire wheeling it. The thinner one goes inside, the thicker one goes on the outside. I did try to wire wheel it, and when I wire wheeled it, it kind of like roughened up the aluminum. It kind of smeared it around a little bit. I think that's because this stuff is so soft. Now, I don't know if this buffer would do anything, but let's give it a shot and see. I just kind of wanted to clean it up a little bit because it looks like crap. And I know you don't really see the top of the cabinet, but it'd be nice to just have it cleaned up. I think that's gonna work, but what I'm gonna have to do is take my sander first and sand it. See how nice that is? But all these pits are like stuck. So let me grab my little DA sander and let's just hit this with like 320 grit. And just, I'm not too worried about in the fins because there's no way I'm gonna be able to get in there. I could probably get in there a little bit with the wheel, but I'm not gonna be able to get in there with the sander. But it'd be nice to just knock this down flat, and then we'll come back and run that buffer on it. So let me go get some sandpaper and stuff, and let's see what we can do with that. Let's see what this does. Let me, so you can see a little better. The reason why I'm doing this on the floor is because this stuff's a little flimsy, and if I put it on a stand, I don't want to bend it all up. I almost wonder if I should run my wire wheel in all these spots. And then let me go get some glasses. I'm gonna do that. And I don't know that I wanna polish this. I might just leave it sanded. It looks kind of good that way. Okay, so this is the wire wheel I used. Because what I did was, you know, it roughed it up, the metal, but this sander seems to be smoothing it back out. And I like how these ones are clean, and look at how dirty those are. No matter what I do, that's always gonna be like that unless I clean them. So let me see, maybe if I go a little bit less aggressive with it. And you gotta go kind of hard to get all the way in there. So look at how much nicer this side looks, all these versus this. Kind of hard to see on the camera, but maybe if I go that way. You can kind of see all the dirt in there. And then this one, you don't see that. let's go sand it now. The inside one, I think I'm gonna leave it alone. It's got some yellowing and stuff from heat over the time, but I mean the monitor is right above it. It's just gonna do it again. So I'm not gonna mess with this inside one. Nobody's ever gonna see it. Let's just concentrate on cleaning up this outside one. So let me go get a new piece of sandpaper, and we'll go add it a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna use the rest of this sandpaper that's on there first, and then we'll switch to a new piece. If I take this 320 and just go the same direction, if it would look better. Maybe we'll grab a sanding block. That might be a good idea. Okay, I have some 320 right here. I think that looks pretty darn good. Good enough. Something to set this on. So it's up off the ground a little bit. Got some cardboard here. Maybe just use this. Like I said, I'm not looking for perfection here. Just something that's cleaned up and not all rotted looking. But on aluminum and stuff, I like to try to just go one direction when you sand because it just looks better. It kind of looks like when you buy a sheet of aluminum, how it's got all the grain kind of looking stuff going all the same way. When you use the DA sander, it's a spinning motion, which puts circles into it. Maybe we can get Qbert done this weekend. Still not sold on keeping that monitor or not. I have some other ones that do have screen burn, but not as bad. So we're gonna have to see what it looks like I'm pretty sure I have a cap kit for it if I need it. So we can always cap it and see what it looks like. If I'm not happy with it, we'll just swap it out for another one. I'm happy with that. I think that looks pretty darn good. So there it is. Okay, let's keep working on this Qbert here. Earlier I had said it was part 8. It's actually part 9. I was wrong. So what I want to do first is get this switch mounted up here and get this marquee light plugged in before I put the speaker and stuff in, because I won't be able to reach it once I do that. I gotta grab a nut driver attachment for my drill. Gotta go find that. Okay, I found it. So let's get that screwed up there. You obviously won't be able to see what I'm doing. And then there's a ground wire right here which goes to the corner bracket that I have to put it back on. And I'm going to reuse the power cord. I just need to put a new end on it because the ground is snapped off of it. And I just put this in the wrong way. So I need to run all this over top of this brace. Back here. Okay. Something twisted up here. There we go. Now we have the interlock switch, which I have to find the bracket for. That goes right in this area here. See where I put that bracket at. This cabinet has a lot of stuff to it. Yeah, let me go find that bracket now. All right, I'll worry about that later. I'm second guessing myself if there was one or if it was just dangling in the cabinet, because these are soldered on. Usually you have to slide this into the bracket and then attach your wires. So I'm almost wondering if this was just dangling in there. I have brackets. If not, we'll find something to put in there. But I want to get a couple wire ties or hoops or whatever you want to call these things on a couple of these wires to hold it on the side here. We are going to have to run speaker wires up to the speaker from the JAMA harness. But these are the good ones that just have this slip, so you can slip them in and out. So we'll be able to add the wires for the speaker without having to take these back off. jack switch should go there. This looks like a monitor plug. This goes to the power brick, so let's throw that inside. Let's slide this in place. Let's see which way it goes. I don't think it matters. It just sits in there like that. And like I said, we will put a new end. This cord's in good shape. There's nothing wrong with the cord. It's just missing the ground plug like every other one. So let's leave that there. I wonder if I put that speaker in, if I will be able to reach. Those wires are not for the speaker. I have a new speaker for it. Let's stick these grates in. And these are held in with carriage bolts, which I have all of them painted right here, tons of them. I got to see which size they were. I know they're going to be longer because they have to go through the wood. There's 6 of them that I need. So let me see if there's 6 long ones. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's probably not those ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see if these are long enough. Yep. Okay, those are long enough. So I need 6 of them this long. Okay, so we can drop this upper grate down and put the bolts into that first. We gotta put that inner one in. Find the nuts for it. Okay, I have the nuts. Now we're going to try to slide this on. And work on putting these nuts on. This is a pretty extravagant way to vent these games. Sorry about that. All right, I got one nut started. Let's see if we can get these other ones started. We don't need to go crazy tightening these either. Tighten them actually tight enough just by using this. Spinning up here. two more and we'll have that in. One more nut here. I'm going to rearrange the arcade pretty soon here this summer. I'm going to try to get 2 aisles down the center of the basement rather than just one, because I still have 10 more games to do that I want to bring down here. Okay, that's done. Let's get these upper corner brackets on. These go on this inside up here. 2 bolts there and screws in on the side. So carriage bolts on the back. So let's slide these in first. Most of the way at least. Slide this bracket over the holes. Just going to get them started. And I think I'm going to put the 2 screws going in that way before I tighten these other ones. I think they're these same 1/4 inch ones, if I believe. We'll find out here in a second. Nope, they're bigger. I can actually, let me look at the bracket here. Yeah, they're bigger ones, which are these ones here. They're these ones. You can see them, so I got to grab a bigger nut driver. I believe it's 5/16. Yep. So now we can get these 2 in. There we go. I wanted to get it wired today, but I probably won't be able to on this video. It's going to be too long. So we'll just keep working on the back here. We'll get the door hinges on and all that stuff. Try to get a lot of this tedious stuff out of the way. I have a new 6-inch speaker to put in the cabinet. Probably going to have to put the wiring harness in the cabinet and run the 2 speaker lines up to the speaker and plug those in and then put that board in place, so I don't have to worry about taking it back apart, because I don't know if I can reach. I honestly probably could reach in from the back. They just don't give you a lot of room. We'll have to see. Okay, I'm gonna do this other side. Oops, luckily I got T-molding on there. Get 2 more carriage bolts. And on this one, I need to put this ground wire for the switch on one of these screws. So we'll put it on the screw farthest towards the front, closest to the front. I think that's all this ground is doing, is just to keep static electricity down off the switch. My wiring harness for Wizard of War is shipped back. I haven't got it yet, but he did ship it out. It's coming from Canada. Once that comes, we can hopefully get that game finished up and working. We're getting there. I brought dig dugs down here in the basement. I have not messed with it yet. It's just sitting there, but I did get it down here. Now I think these go on here and the other parts go onto the door. Let me look here. Yes, yep, they go like this. Okay, the only question is, perfect. Slide the door on afterwards. Okay, now I believe these are the bigger screws as well. There's 3, and maybe they're not. I don't know yet. Actually, there's only 2. Oh, those are carriage bolts. My fault. Okay, I think those are the, trying to see which ones they are. Should be the shorter ones, like this length here. Yep, that's it. I think originally these might have been yellow, but I don't mind them being black at all. I think they might have painted the cabinet side after the hardware was on, but don't quote me on that because I'm definitely not positive on that one. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hook this, I'm going to get my drill, make it a lot quicker to tighten these in. Just grab my regular drill here, and I have an adapter that the socket will fit on. Oops, hit the switch. There we go. So this will save a little time. Wrong nut. See, I don't think this looks bad at all, having these black carriage bolts. Okay, that's done. Now we have, I know there's 2 more angle brackets, and for the life of me, I don't remember where they go. Where did those come from? I wonder if they went on the front somewhere. As of right now, I don't know where the other 2 go. I will figure it out though, because they clearly came off of this cabinet. They don't go back here because there's an angle piece of wood on the front and the back. They must go up top somewhere by the marquee, and I put that marquee in, so I can't tell right now. I see it. Yep, it goes up top and it gets screwed into the sides, and both carriage bolts through the top. So carriage bolts through the top, screws on the side. So we'll put these in a little bit when we take that marquee. We're gonna take that marquee back out. Okay, so I have those put on. What do I want to do next here? I know we have 2 latches that have to go on. I believe they're latches that hold the speaker, piece of speaker, the wood for the speaker. Because I know this goes up in there. And here's 2 hooks right here, here and here. And I believe those are these 2 hooks. These go here and here. So let's put those on. We might as well put the grill on and put the speaker in here. Get that done. Because I think I'll be able to reach up there. Okay, I got my 4 screws. Make sure they're the same. This one looks smaller. Okay. Oh, too big. I need the smaller ones. This one's too big. This is the smaller one. Two more skinny ones. There we go. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing down here. Nope, of course not. All right, I'm putting these brackets on the bottom of this. Okay, let me find the grill for that, which is right over here. So this sits on here, and then the speaker gets screwed on. Goes this direction. Man, they really did that crappy. It's like offset. You can even see where it originally was. It barely covered that side. Whatever. Here's my new speaker. I'm going to put the terminals towards the back so I can get to them easier. And these are just screwed in with some longer 1/4 inch headed screws. Three of them. I need to find one more. There we go. I believe these are the ones that we need. Okay, that's done. Find the latches so that we can put the latches on. Those go up here. Okay. Probably gonna have to use my angle drill attachment. Let me grab that out of the drawer here. Okay, I'm just going to go around the front and put this speaker up in there and we'll latch it. Hopefully, if I remember how it goes. There we go. And then it just latches in. Tight. Did I put those on upside down? I did. I put the latches on upside down on the board. So now I gotta pop it back out. So these need to be spun so that that's going that way. Can't remember everything. Okay. There we go. Much better. Okay, that's in. What's the next thing I want to do here? Let's put the grill on this hole there. Almost makes me wonder if I should put a cooling fan on here. I don't know if they originally maybe had something. I don't think so, but not positive. Oh, I latched that in up here. I had the camera down there. So those are latched in up there now. Not doing very good today about moving the camera. Kind of working close to the camera, so it's a little bit harder. Come on. All right, I don't think I want to put the back door on yet because I don't feel like dealing with it swinging open and shut and open and shut. So let's spin this around. We could take that marquee off and get those upper front brackets on. We could put these brackets on for the control panel. So let's do the control panel brackets next, which are these brackets here. These go into the side here, just like that. And they're carriage bolted in, just like everything else. Now these ones are, those are too small, I think. I think it's these ones right here. So this should be it. Yes. Find some nuts. Nope, wrong drill. Okay, we're done with those. Let's pop this marquee off. We're just going to take the top bracket off and slide the bezel out, or the marquee out, and then we can put those brackets on. I'm going to find the right bit for that. It's those security Torx bits, which I think is this one. Too big. It should be this one then. Got to get some carriage bolts here. Well, my carriage bolts are going down. How many I've used already? I already took a lot of them out of there. I have to use the ratchet on this because I'm not gonna be able to get the drill in there for the upper ones. Must have got a little Bondo in this one. There we go. Surprised they put these brackets because they slid these in to like a pocket that they routed out in the cabinet. I would imagine they put glue in there, but maybe they didn't. And when the cabinet didn't move at all when I had it apart. Okay, gotta find the last two bigger screws. Found them. Let me get this last bracket in. Put the marquee back on for now. Hopefully the marquee light will work and we won't have to take it back apart again. But who knows? I haven't played Qbert since I was a kid, other than briefly playing it when I built one for my buddy, but I really didn't even play a full game. I just tried it out to make sure it worked. I don't like the way that one went in. There we go. Much better. This is kind of a weird setup how they had these screws just kind of holding these on. Kind of a crude setup. slide this back on. I forgot this doesn't have a lower bracket. That's wood. Bound to happen sometime. I do it every single game, multiple times. Okay, so now we got that on. See how this control panel fits on here now. I'm not going to bolt this down, obviously, but let's see now how it fits on this bracket. Looks like it's going to fit just fine. I didn't realize it overhung. Now these are bigger ones. I just want to slide them in there. Well, maybe they're not bigger ones. Or I'm missing one. They are bigger ones and I am missing one. But I'm pretty sure I have some new ones. That's weird that I'm missing one. I don't remember when I took it apart if maybe one was a different size or something. Let me go grab a couple new ones so that they both match. Okay, I managed to find one that I had painted from a previous game. Anytime I have extra carriage bolts, I usually clean them and paint them and put them in a cabinet or bin so that I always have extras. I do have some brand new ones of these. They are black, but they have writing on them. So these don't, because they didn't originally have writing. But you can get the ones that I have with the writing on them. You can grind the writing off and then paint them. So once this gets bolted in, remember how this had a little bit of a warp to it? Once it's bolted in, it's perfect. Be nothing wrong with that. Do I want to get into doing the coin door on this episode? I don't think so. I think we'll end it there. The next one, which will be part 10, we can get that JAMA harness in there, get the power brick in there, and probably do the coin door and see about getting this thing fired up. So we're going to end this video here. This is part 9. If you guys are liking what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. Other than that, I will see you guys later.